Have you ever dreamed of making it big on YouTube, but, without actually showing your face? Well, you're in the right place. We are about to dive into a literal goldmine of 100 faceless channel ideas. And trust me, by the end of this, you won't just see a bunch of options, you'll have a real map to find the one that's perfect for you.
Okay, 100 ideas. That's an amazing number, right? But let's be real for a second. It's also kind of overwhelming. It's so tempting to hear one cool idea and just run with it. But the source for this explainer has some really solid advice. Just wait. Hold on. Because the perfect idea for you might be number 99 on this list, and you definitely don't want to miss it.
And why is it so critical to find that right idea? Well, the potential is just staggering. I mean, take one of the very first niches on the list, a channel all about movie hidden details. This channel is pulling in over 4.5 lakh rupees. That's more than $5,000 every single month, all without a single face on camera. That's the power we're talking about here.
So here's how we're going to break down this massive treasure map. We're going to look at ideas broken down by 3 different types of creators: the creator, the expert, and the entrepreneur. And then we'll get into the source's simple 4-step strategy for actually picking the best one for you.
All right, first up, the creative. This category is for all you storytellers, you artists, you entertainers out there. If you've got that creative spark and you want to tell stories or just make people laugh, these ideas are going to be right up your alley.
And the source is just packed with these creative ideas. I mean, you could be breaking down hidden details in movies, creating kids' animations that get billions of views, narrating chilling horror stories, or even just doing hilarious voiceovers on animal videos. The options are so diverse, and they're all built for massive engagement. And creativity isn't always what you'd expect. The source pointed out this totally unconventional channel called Love Jams. It gives relationship advice with taglines just like this one. It's completely faceless, and it has over 3.2 million subscribers. It just goes to show you a unique creative spin can build a huge audience in almost any niche.
This right here perfectly illustrates a core strategy for success: finding a unique angle. Roasting channels are everywhere, we all know that. But the source suggests this brilliant little twist. What if you made a channel dedicated to roasting the roasters? It's such an original idea in a super crowded space that could make you stand out immediately. Okay, next up, let's shift gears from pure creativity to pure knowledge. This category is for the expert. And look, if you have deep knowledge about any subject, whether it's from your job, a hobby, or just something you're obsessed with, you can absolutely turn that into a powerful faceless channel. The possibilities here are basically endless. You could explain complex government programs, break down health and wellness topics, share fascinating psychology facts, teach software, or give out study tips. Basically, if people are searching for information on a topic, an expert channel has a great shot at success.
So let's take a specific example the source really loves: book summaries. If you're someone who reads a lot, you can take the main ideas from popular books and pack them into these short, easy-to-digest videos. You get to share knowledge you're passionate about, and your audience gets all these amazing insights without having to read the entire book. It's a fantastic faceless concept.
But here's what makes this expert niche so incredibly powerful: the money. Certain topics like finance, investing, and tech, they have a really high CPM. And that just means that advertisers are willing to pay way more to show their ads on your videos. So you end up earning a lot more for every 1,000 views you get. And that brings us to our third and final category. This one is for the entrepreneur. These ideas are for people who see their YouTube channel as more than just a creative outlet. They see it as the start of a real business with multiple ways to make money.
Yeah, these niches are built for monetization right from day one. You could be reviewing gadgets, teaching affiliate marketing, or exploring luxury lifestyles. One of the most interesting ideas from the source is a creator needs channel, where you actually provide things like copyright-free music or sound effects for other YouTubers. Genius!
And the crucial thing to understand here is the potential for scale. The source is super direct about this. It flat out says that a niche like make money online is an idea that has the potential to make you a millionaire. Why? Just because the earning ceiling is unbelievably high.
So this is the basic business model. For any channels that are reviewing products, doesn't matter if it's toys, gadgets, or fashion, the income isn't just from YouTube ads. The real moneymaker is often affiliate marketing. You review a product, you drop a link in the description, and boom, you get a commission on every sale. It's a powerful 1-2 punch for building revenue. Okay, so we've looked at ideas for creatives, for experts, and for entrepreneurs. But with 100 different options sitting on the table, how in the world do you pick just one? Well, thankfully, the source gives us a really clear 4-step strategy to find your perfect match. The process is actually pretty logical and super effective. First, you start with what you're genuinely interested in and what you're good at. Then, you do your homework. Research the competition in that area. Third, find that unique angle, that gap in the market. Remember roasting the roasters? And finally, and this is the most important step, you have to commit to it with patience and consistency.
And this brings us right back to that critical piece of advice from the very beginning. Your brain, your excitement, it's going to want you to jump on the very first idea that sounds good. The source practically begs you to resist that urge. You've got to analyze all the options before you pour your valuable time and energy into something.
Really, the main takeaway from this huge list of 100 ideas is that there is a massive world of opportunity out there. It seriously doesn't matter what your personality is like or what your skills are. Whether you're an artist, a teacher, or a business builder, there is a Faceless channel niche just waiting for you.
And finally, the source wants us to look towards the future. It points to these new, emerging niches like AI tips and tricks, where the competition is still pretty low, but public interest is just exploding. The message is crystal clear. If you can get in early on a big, growing trend, you have a massive advantage to become one of the top channels in that space.
So, we end with the only question that really matters. We've looked at the map, we've seen where the different treasures are buried. You have 100 different paths you can take, but you only need to choose one to start your journey. So, which one is it going to be?